Hey Theo, how are you?
Morning, Vince. How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. This is Theo, and he came to us. He's been a patient of ours for quite a while, but recently when we brought Softwave TRT into the office, he had a complaint. And what was it that you were experiencing again?
Yeah, I never really got a full diagnosis, but basically I had lost nerve sensation in my leg and my foot, most of my right foot especially.
Okay. And then how would that show up? When you say nerve sensation, what would you experience?
Yeah, so I just really didn't have full feeling in my foot and my leg. And so, with just walking around, I just really couldn't feel most of my foot at all. So it would create a lot of imbalance issues, a lot of different, something I thought about from the second I woke up, as soon as my foot hit the floor till I went to bed. It was something that bothered me all day and really prevented me from being active and doing a lot of things that I used to do before.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I think you described it as you felt like your foot was a block of wood.
It, in bad on bad days, it felt like I was carrying around a block of wood where there was didn't feel like there was any movement in it. Felt like the foot was heavy. Like the only thing that felt good to wear was a pair of sandals, which obviously you can't wear sandals every day to work.
Not with a suit, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay, we determined it was a neuropathy, and we used the Softwave TRT device. And
Mhm.
I don't believe we actually found we needed to treat the foot. We really just treated your low back, which, as I recall, was really not a pain complaint. And what did you experience in your foot on that first treatment?
It was interesting. I mean, after the first treatment, I think the Softwave found like some different areas of maybe where the injury maybe was stemming from, and it turned out to be more in my back. And after the first treatment, I noticed definitely less of a wood feel on that foot. And I was wearing I was going to work, and so I was wearing work shoes, and I just noticed like it just felt like my foot felt more comfortable right away inside that shoe. I wear pretty thin socks, but it always felt like I was wearing really, really thick socks with those shoes. And right away, I noticed the difference.
Did you notice any change in your balance or confidence with walking like off a step or over uneven surfaces?
I have I mean, especially over time. I used to like it's amazing. Like there's a lot of little things that you don't even realize you're balancing on one foot, like standing in the shower or putting your shoes on or taking your socks off, or whatever. And I would often have to like brace myself against something just because I couldn't feel. So I was very imbalanced. And since the Softwave, I don't think about it very often, and I've noticed that my balance is much much better. I'm able to really do all the things that I used to do without not even really thinking about it anymore.
Good, good. Yeah, because I mean, relatively speaking, we're, I guess, technically still young men, but at least I'd like to think so. And, so looking forward, one of the biggest complaints for seniors and becoming issues with them
Hmm.
is losing their balance and falling.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Well, I guess let's just finish with this. Was it
Yeah.
was it a painful experience getting the Softwave work done?
It wasn't painful at all. I really thought it actually would be. I assumed that anything that was sort of attacking an injury or, to heal it properly would be painful. There was tiny little tings, whatever, but really, I was even at the very end, at the highest intensity, it never really hurt that much at all.
Awesome.
And the benefit was way, way better than any tiny little pains.
Awesome. Well, the newest research, I was just in Florida for our first annual Congress on Softwave, where we were trained by surgeons. And I don't know if I've shared this with you, but
Hmm.
they're stating now that in their research, 12 weeks after your last treatment is when you should
Hmm.
experience the maximum benefit from the whole
Okay.
treatment series. So you're still healing,
Yeah.
and so that's awesome.
Okay. Great. And
Yeah.
I can tell you that one thing I didn't realize that it affected was my golf game, which I don't golf a lot, but that, back right foot. There is one thing I did want to say, though, that was sort of a life changing part of it. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was, but I would have a lot of anxiety about driving long distance because it was my right foot. And
Oh,
sometimes during a long trip, I would sort of lose sensation in that foot a little bit more. And it worried me a lot to be driving on the freeway, and that's something that's completely gone away now. And I have really, it's been life changing.
Well, awesome. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that because I hadn't considered, yeah, your loss of ability to feel
Hmm.
either the gas pedal or the brake if you need to in
Yeah.
an emergency.
Yeah.
That's pretty
A
vital.
wood foot's not a good driving foot. So
That's not a good. It's
no,
not a good look either. All right.
no.
All right. Thanks for taking
All
your
right,
time.
Vince. Thanks. Okay.
Take care.
All right. All
Bye
right.
bye.